Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And as you can see, we've already started here. Clarence Seedorf, Jim, a player of immense intelligence and relentless brilliance.
Yeah, he is the total midfielder, Peter. He's essentially a 10, an 8 and a 6 all in one. His tactical intelligence, his athleticism, his reading of the game, ball-winning capabilities make him a one-man counter-attacking unit.
Stood up well to him there. Rodri. Rummenigge. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, what a mistake! Ball is over the line. Szoboszlai. Seedorf. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Ronaldinho. And this is Shevchenko. And he's straight offside. Oh no, what has happened here? Van Dijk. Bergkamp. That's an imaginative pass. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Verona are looking to break at pace. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now then, the ball... Oh, he's been caught napping! Aimed in towards the centre. Van Dijk attempts a clearance. Seedorf plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Good pressure, determined, intense. Now this could be a chance. He's in a good position. And Shevchenko! A real chance and a real let-off. Leicester picks it up from the goal kick. Seedorf picks it up out wide. He's on it. Chance! Goal! Brazil! And Brazil take the lead. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration would...
Oh, what has happened here? Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Now it's Mbappe. Kaka looking to be a menace in the final third. And it's Seedorf. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. Closing in on goal. Oh, important interception. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And this is Shevchenko. Seedorf looking for the run. Now there's a fine Rummenigge! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, typically for him that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Szoboszlai. And it's Ronaldinho. Ferdinand gets over and intercepts. Now he's got space here. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Shevchenko. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Brazil can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Ronaldinho. Nicely weighted ball. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And it's Seedorf. Great vision. Thinks about the shot. Toure with the clearance. Right, Shevchenko. Oh, shooting chance! He's got a goal! They have come roaring back!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Barona grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Yaya Toure. Rodri. And the first 45 minutes are up. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, that's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nesta. More and more pressure on the ball here. Kaká. Rodri, bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Seedorf. Vieira. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, no joy this time. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Szoboszlai goes short. Lovely bit of skill. And now they can spring out of defence. Rummenigge. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Nice interception, well timed. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And that's going to be a booking.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. And he's been shifted off it. Rodri. And it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Pelé. And this is Shevchenko. Kaká. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Big header! They've done it! And the comeback is complete! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Verona get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they needed...
Pelé gets through on his own. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Bellingham did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Van Dijk, very much a man of this moment.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of it.
There's the shot! He scores! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character. Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed.
Goes for a shot! Sticks it away! And they get themselves in front!
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Aos 28 minutos do segundo tempo, pelo jogador, camisa 20. Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa
We have got
10.
changes here from both sides, in fact.
Substituído pelo
Verona
jogador,
take the lead.
camisa 13.
Cruyff.
Substituição.
That is a great pick out.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Bergomi. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. There's no getting past him. It's really well defended. Well, they've put it back in a hurry. Shapes to shoot! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Shoots! And that's a real chance missed.
Pele fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Cleared away. And it's Van Dijk.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Nice defending, it's got the job done. Ambitious ball here. Oh, delightful ball. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Romario, and he was alert to it. And the pass is intercepted. Rodri. Pele. Could move up a gear here. And this is Drogba. Tries to get it clear. And here's Ronaldinho. 5 minutes to add. And there goes the final whistle. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. How would you sum up what we've witnessed? The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Brazil.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game. But he can turn defence into attack very quickly and show his terrific athleticism and real power.
He's having a shot! Goal, Brazil! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Minutes is number 21, Soboslai.
Arsenal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. He won't be happy with that one. Robson. Vieira. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Szoboszlai. Now it's Hullet. Spread neatly. Mbappe. Oh, that was vital. Rui Costa. Now it's Dembele. Rui Costa threads one in. Thuram deals with that comfortably. Well read, nice interception. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Seedorf. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Hullet. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Brazil leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Looking for a runner. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Maldini. And it's Hullet. Robson. Vieira. In the end, they found themselves penned in. Nowhere to go. Rui Costa. Hullet looks to get on the end of this. And claimed it back swiftly. That's beautifully weighted. Can he finish? And that's going up front in a hurry. So, what can they make of this? Szoboszlai.
This is the time you need that pace.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. And it's made its way. Chance, surely!
Szoboszlai really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Szoboszlai. Now it's Hullet. That's a sharp pass.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He can run onto that. Vieira goes sliding in. And that's a throw-in. Chance for a shot! And he hits the net! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Oh, it's Dembele. Rui Costa. And it's Dembele. Rui Costa has it out wide and in space. Oh, that's delightful. Hullet. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hullet unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Mbappe. Robson has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now he's got space here.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Hullet. Rui Costa. Nice looking ball. No, that's been intercepted. Looking for the run. Now there's a fine ball. Summerslide! They've got to be quick to recover this.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Oh, well played. Now who's going to be first to this? Arsenal are looking to go forward now. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Hullet. Cristiano Ronaldo. Rui Costa. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's made sure that's not getting through. There's the whistle for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each.
I'm afraid to tell you that we're expecting traffic to be heavy after the final whistle today.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 15.
Brazil kick off the second half.
Coming on the field is
Brazil have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
That's a good ball out wide. Robson is the team's great visionary.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's a cute ball. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And it's Hullet. No luck with that dink over the top. Robson. Seedorf. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Dembele. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nicely spread. And he's straight offside.
Substitution.
Brazil choosing to make the first change. Spread it left. Bale. Cantona. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Robson. Arsenal finding their passes. This is Dembele.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Dembele. Gets into some space. Best's cross. And it's claimed by the keeper. Arsenal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's a searching pass. That has ended up in no man's land. Brazil perhaps contemplating their next change here. A probing pass. Now that's well seen too. Ferdinand. Thuram. Bullet. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Oh, sweet feet. And it's Hullet. Oh, he's been caught napping. Now it's Mbappe. And that is as far as they're going to go. That has not gone well. He can get that clear. And he's only too happy to take that back. And back to the goalkeeper. Oh, can he get onto this?
Arsenal really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Bullet. It's a really well-measured ball. He's got away. Best place it in. Schmeichel claims it. Safe hands. That's been cut out. Well played. And here's Dembele. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And he's intervened well there. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there. Tchouaméni is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo finds himself offside.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 22.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Number 10, Brian Robson. Number 21, Dembele.
Rooney, distributed tidily.
Number 5, Ferdinand. Coming on the field, number 9, Rooney. Number 18,
Oh, it's come loose.
Seedorf.
Oh, what has happened here? Oh, good take in a good area.
Number 6,
Thuram gets good distance on it.
Substitutions taking place.
Look, there has
There
to be
will
more
1 minute
urgency
at
here.
a
The
time.
ball has to get to the other end much.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Your final thoughts, Jim? minutes. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
everybody,
The
and
fans have
welcome
pulled
to
out all
today's
the
match.
stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Leonardo Bonucci. He's as imposing as they come, Peter, and he knows just how to use his physical attributes to make life difficult for attackers. He's also got a very good eye for a killer long ball, so don't be surprised if you see him launch a few counter-attacks for his team today.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. And that is as far as they're going to go. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Picked out brilliantly. Lam. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yaya Toure. Looking tidy in possession here. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. DiMarco. Can he get it through? That ball looks a good one. Gullit showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Opts for safety. Forwards and with intent. DiMarco. And Mateus.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Gerrard. Leeds were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can...
Mbappe! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And it's Maldini. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Gerrard. Mateus. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
DiMarco. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's found the way through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Played into space. Dink through. Pass somewhat off target. Bale. Mateus conjures time and space where few can. Gullit. And it's Seedorf. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Chance, surely! Mateus. Now DiMarco. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Szoboszlai. Foot in. Ball's gone out of play. Thuram gets over and intercepts. Gerrard. Now that's well seen too. Well, they've got it again. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Bonucci kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Mbappe. It's a searching pass. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Thuram. Bergomi has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Played towards the other side.
That's a great ball cross-field.
And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Szoboszlai. He's shifting through the gears here. Ambitious ball here. And the finish! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
He rises! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Bonucci is always looking to break lines.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And it's DiMarco. That's an imaginative pass. Szoboszlai. Bale gets it clear. Brazil have it back and can go again. And the whistle goes for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. And we are up to the break.
Brazil ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And we're off again.
Brazil clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Gerrard. And it's Thuram. Passing is crisp and sharp. Mateus.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Looking for the run. That is a great pick out. Mbappe gets through on his own. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Gerrard. Lahm. Now this could be a chance. Big chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Mateus! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now that looks a decent ball. And the through ball. Gerrard. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. That is good strength. Deep cross. Terrific header! He scored! The breakthrough arrives at last! Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
That's terrific aggression, the way he attacked the ball.
After 59 minutes is number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo. Substitution on the field. Number 32, DeMarco.
So, time for changes
Coming
on
on the field
both sides,
is
actually.
Number 22.
Leeds have taken the
Substitution in
lead.
progress.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off.
Big header! It's a goal! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Substitution on the field. Number 16. Now,
Adama Traore.
number 19.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but
Coming on the
just a
field.
goal. Oh, shooting
Number
chance! Oh, it's a beauty! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Bergomi spots it and intercepts. Now it's Cantona. The ball has bounced loose now. Chooses to go crossfield. Flings in across.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Here comes another cross.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
A probing pass. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Gerrard. Out to the right. Throw it. Romario. No way through. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That is ended up in no man's land. Mateus couldn't squeeze it through. Chouameni played into space. Spread neatly. He is through here.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Tries to pass it through. Nicely worked. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And he shoots! Gerrard. Brazil, moments now away from seeing this one out. Hoisted upfield by the keeper.
Added minutes has been indicated.
And that is expertly dealt with. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Bale. Coming on to replace him is number 8.
They're
Iniesta.
avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball.
And we're done. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So that's got things underway. Edwin van der Sar, such a calm, composed keeper.
He is one of the first sweeper keepers, Peter, because his feet are almost as good as his hands.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Knocks it into space. Well, that pass isn't the best. And this is... Can he finish? And that interception, this time surely!
Brazil definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
And the pass is intercepted. Quality ball. That is good alertness. Oh, good-looking ball.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He's through here. Nesta gets over and intercepts. Brazil are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and look the more likely to register first.
That's really well manoeuvred. Araujo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he welcomes it in. Messi. Seedorf. That's an imaginative pass. Rijkaard. So it is still 0-0. Rijkaard. Nicely aimed pass. Mbappe. That's tidy.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Searching passes played there. Van der Sar gets rid without sophistication. Looking to play him in. Pass is just off target. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Brazil clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Mbappe. That's a lovely, neat pass. Vieira. Thuram. Brazil finding their passes. Cruyff. And the counter is on. Now it's Messi. He's found a way through. Messi. And he's there to belt it away. Played into space. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And here's Eto'o. Yaya Toure is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Hullet. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Szoboszlai. It's a searching pass. Well read, nice interception. Szoboszlai is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now, the less said about that pass, the better. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. No, he wasn't going to let him past. And it's Messi. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. So the last big chance perhaps before half-time. Bullet! Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping. Up. And the half-time whistle goes. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How's the first half compared with your expectations?
Brazil may probably be feeling a little aggrieved about not capitalising on such a bright start. Their mood at half-time should be more upbeat. The glass remains half full and it should spur them on.
So we reach the halfway point and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. So off we go once more.
Brazil have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Oh, no joy this time. That'll be a throw-in. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Look at the space, and Messi! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, what a mistake! Cruyff. Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Oh, that's neat. Chance for a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Bullet. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Bullet. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Cruyff. Now that looks a decent ball. He's onside. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And he thumps it clear.
Substitutions taking place.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's a key interception. Bullet. And it's Cruyff.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Floated through. And here's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Pull it. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. He's in plenty of space here. And that's gone behind for a goal kick.
Substitution on the field, number 9.
So time for change,
Echo.
and this one has been on the cards for a little
29,
while.
Mbappe, number 10.
Rijkaard
Messi.
is the distributor-in-chief,
Number 18,
always looking for movers.
Johan Cruyff.
And it's Totti.
Number 20.
Loose ball now. Oh, he's been caught napping.
Owen. Number 11, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Pele. Number 7.
Brazil
Francesco
still
Totti.
have the cards to affect
Number
this
8,
game.
Nedved.
Ainsby. Decent chance! Rummenigge! That is just brilliant! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And that could well be the winner.
But before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Substitution.
Brazil are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
So we have our breakthrough.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Now it's Owen. Rummenigge. Rummenigge unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Romario.
Brazil really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now it's Pele. Now it's Cantona. Cantona. Pele. That's a promising run he's making on the right. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Now who's going to be first to this? Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Now it's Pele. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Passes short and sharp. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. He has found the way through. And that is as far as they're going to go. Romario. And that is masterful defending. Shot, surely! Straight at the keeper.
Bellingham really isn't likely to reflect kindly on that. He doesn't need to be told. He knows.
It's a really well-measured ball. Can he get away here?
3 minutes added time.
Nicely shaped ball. It's out for a goal kick. Driving on and making good progress. And it's from Mario. Cantona, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Totti. And that's it. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
With the owner of a
Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, there's no shortage of effort and commitment from them. They were just undone by that second-half goal.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank you.